guys. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Papa Tom. I am a part of I Ching's life. Today, in today's vlog, I want to kind of keep focusing on estate sales and reselling on eBay. So what I want to show you today is how I find the estate sales that I'm going to go to. Okay, so right now it's 5:40 in the morning. It's Wednesday morning, 5:40. I usually wake up around 5. So I can have coffee, package up any eBay things I've sold overnight, plan my day before I go to work. I usually leave the house around 7-ish, 7:30 to go to work. So this morning I'm going to show you how I scope out the upcoming estate sales. Okay, so I can decide if I'm going to go to where I'm going to go and which ones I'm going to go to first. Okay, so when it comes to estate sales, they're usually 2 to 4 day sales. Okay, so to give you a little background on what an estate sale exactly is, an estate sale is when someone who owns a home or a condo or an apartment or something decides they need to get rid of some of their stuff or all of their stuff inside the house. Okay, so they hire a company, an estate sale company, to come in, advertise it, hold the sale, collect the money, sell the items, and then when that's done, they give them all the proceeds, and then they'll pay them their cut, whatever that is. And estate sales can happen for a few different reasons. So I'm going to tell you the best estate sales first. Okay, the best estate sales are where the owners have passed away, and I don't mean to sound kind of dark, but it's a fact of life. We all go to heaven or the other place at some point. So when a homeowner passes away and their home is left full of items, usually a family member that either inherits it or has to settle up their affairs will have to come to the place where the home is, go through the lawyers, and they probably want to sell the home unless they want to move into it. So they probably want to sell it and just, close off that person's affairs. So they'll hire an estate sale company to come in and get rid of everything on the inside of the house. These are the best sales to go to because you pretty much have everything in the house that a person's collected or saved. And, people like to hoard and hold on to their valuable things. Okay. So the person that, maybe it's the kids came in after their parents passed away, they'll pick out the heirlooms, the things they want, but they don't really have room for a lot of the stuff. So they're going to hire an estate sale company to come in and sell off everything inside. And then they probably just get rid of the rest of the stuff that doesn't sell. They donate it to Goodwill, give it away, whatever. But they're going to try to get as much money as they can. And then they've probably already got a realtor who's going to, take care of cleaning the house up, getting it listed, and selling the home so that they can collect that money. Okay, so those are the best ones because most of the stuff's not been looked through. Okay, so you can find some very valuable things or some really cool things or some antiques, jewelry, whatever it is that you're into. You can probably find them in a person's house. Think about your own house. What do you have stored away that's valuable to you? Maybe it's jewelry or antiques, or you collect model cars, or you collect little silver bells, whatever you collect. You've probably got stuff in a box or stored away. Maybe you collect coins or money from another country or something. So those are the best ones to go to because you can really find some good stuff. Then you have some where people are moving. They're going to move, they're going to downsize. So they're already going to take most of the stuff with them to their new house, but they've got furniture and garage items and things they aren't going to take because maybe they're going from a 5-bedroom house to a 2-bedroom house. Okay, so they can't take all the furniture, they can't take this and that, so they have an estate sale and they try to get rid of the rest of the stuff. Those are okay, you can find some stuff, but it's most of their good stuff, they're going to take it with them. And also, the thing to remember is, it's just like going to a garage sale. If you've ever gone to a garage sale, people have an emotional attachment to their things. Sometimes they think the things that they have are worth more than they really are. Okay, because 20 years ago they paid $3,000 for something, and they know that still. So when they're trying to sell it, You may want to buy it, but you're like, "Ah, it's 20 years old." This person's like, "Oh, but I've loved it. It's been in my family. It was expensive. I really want to get this much money for it." So they have that emotional attachment. So it's really hard to get really good deals from the actual owners of things that bought it, or it was given to them as a gift or whatever. So that's why I say the very first estate sale where the homeowners are no longer here, the estate sale people don't have any emotional attachment. They just know if they sell it, they get 10% or whatever their percent is. So there's no emotional attachment for them to want to keep something. They're like, "Oh, you'll give me $15 for it? It's yours." Okay, so that's why those are the best. Other reasons people have estate sales, maybe I've been to estate sales where the husband and wife are divorcing. The judge orders them to sell all the community property they own together, which is the house, and then they split the proceeds. So they each take what they're going to take to their prospective new homes. Whatever's left, they have to get rid of. So the estate sale company will come in and sell all that so that they can sell the house. And again, they've probably taken a lot of the good stuff with them because they're still alive. So those are the different kind of estate sales you typically find. So how I plan where I'm going to go and what I'm going to look at, I use a website called estatesales.net. Okay, so you can go to this, and I think it's just the United States, but you can go to this and type in your zip code or your city, and then it will show you. You can adjust this to show the distance, and I just happen to be in the West Palm Beach area, so this is showing all the upcoming estate sales within a 30-mile radius of the Palm Beach. Okay, so I can look through this and see the upcoming sales, and then I can decide if it's something I want to go to, if I think it's going to have things I like to look for, or if I think it's just the furniture, and because I'm not really into buying furniture and big items like that. So you can filter this down by only estate sales. Sometimes there's auctions in the area, and then there's sometimes the estate sale people move things to their warehouse to sell it because people don't want them in their house. You could find some, they'll do this for celebrities, for wealthy people, for poor people, whatever. So you can kind of look down through here, and the estate sale companies will list the dates the sale's going to happen, what times, where it is, and they'll start taking pictures. As you can see, these upcoming sales. Let me show you some. So this weekend, there's 3 or 4 happening, and they didn't really look that great to me, so I'm not really too excited about going to them. This one's pretty close. So I'll just show you this one. So this one's listed by a company called Estate Sales by Jonesy. I go to a lot of her sales. Very nice people. So you click on it, and it'll tell you they don't put the address up until like the day before the sale, so people don't drive by and peek in the windows and stuff like that. It tells you some terms and conditions. She doesn't usually have much listed here. It just says that there's no refunds. But then in the description and details, they can usually tell you something about it. So this one says this sale is beautiful fine leather furniture, assorted art pieces, and so much more. And they usually take a lot of pictures, so you can see it's got some nice furniture. Looks like a leather sectional with a matching leather recliner. Really nice dining room table. You can click on the pictures and get a bigger view of it. So it looks like a pretty nice house, okay? Because I can tell by the rug they have under the dining room table. That's a pretty nice. That's a second sectional. So they've got a couple of leather sectionals in there. It looks well decorated. It doesn't look cheap, but what I see here is she's only got 37 pictures, so it looks to me like the people have taken all their personal stuff out of there, really, and there's just furniture left. So, there's pool furniture. So you can, if you were looking for any of these items, this is like a little refrigerator that's used for bottles of wine. So, that would be a nice thing to grab if it was the right price. People keep those in their garage or in their wine cellars. Keeps the wine at the perfect temperature. A nice little dresser with, that's like a little wooden filing cabinet. That would be pretty cool. Entertainment center, some Tiffany style lamps with the blown glass, some colorful, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's a television screen or a whiteboard. Looks like a whiteboard. But you can see it looks like they've already see there's moving crates. They've pretty much taken most of the stuff out and just left the furniture they didn't want to take with them. So an estate sale like this is probably not what I'm going to go for because I look for small wares, smaller things, clothes. And when I see the whole house, I know that there's probably hidden things in that house that I can find too. So, I probably would skip that one. There's another one she's got here. This one has 107 pictures. This one's in Boynton Beach, and she doesn't have a description in it really. So this one has quite a few more items. So it's got some nice furniture. A lot of the kitchen items are still in there. I can't really look at the china and tell you if it's valuable or not. Looks like they have a little exercise room, a lot of bar glasses in a bar. Some maps. That looks like a Picasso right there. Don't know that one. That one looks like it could be valuable. So here you can see the closet. Looks like they've pretty much picked all the clothes that they want to keep and taken them with them. So there's really not much. So the owners are probably still alive, and this is just the stuff they decided they didn't want anymore or couldn't take with them to the new house. So there's some garage items left. People will gravitate for that garage type stuff because there's people that sell tools. Those things will sell pretty easily. I don't really do that myself, but there's people that specialize in that. Now this is the third one by the same company, and this one says it's everything including the kitchen sink. So that makes me want to look at it. It's in Delray Beach, and this description says that this home is being demolished. Everything must go, including the landscaping items, plants, rocks, and the trees. Excuse me. Excuse me. So looks like this home's being demolished, and looking at the pictures, it kind of looks like they've taken a lot of their personal stuff out. So it's probably somebody's moved out. Maybe it was a rental place that was furnished. Like the computer tables, pretty much all the stuff's gone, as you can tell. So someone's got their laptop sitting there probably just for picture purposes. So you're probably not going to find a lot of personal belongings. So it's probably someone owned it. It was probably a furnished rental, maybe a seasonal rental that they have a lot of those down here. That's a nice little dining room table. Some furniture. So, there's a lot of stuff in this place. Nice. Oh, if you were looking for, a new dishwasher or side-by-side refrigerator, that would be someplace you could probably find it pretty cheap here. If you were the one, you can also, even though the sale doesn't start until this weekend, you can message these estate sale companies and say, listen, I'd like to have that refrigerator. Can you tell me what you would take for it? And then you can kind of hold it. They'll hold it for you, and then you can show up and pay them when you get there, or you can say, I changed my mind, I don't want it. But mostly furniture. I don't see much personal belongings. They left some bikes, some beach stuff, so maybe they left the Florida area. All their pool heaters. But this one, wouldn't really be something I'd probably gravitate to either, just because not the kind of items I'm looking for. So that's a lot of there's one more here for this weekend coming up, and this one says they do pre-sales, which means you can contact them before the sale starts if you want to make an offer on some stuff. But this says it's got a lot of depression glass, and depression glass is glass that was made during the Depression, so like the 1920s. So that's pretty valuable stuff. There's a lot of people that collect Depression era glass. Antique tools, carnival glass, jewelry. So there's a lot of people that just hit these estate sales and go for the jewelry because they can resell that. The beds, vintage handbags. Oh my God, they've got etching for sale. That's my wife. Etchings from England. I think she's from the Philippines. Just kidding. Etchings is what it is. So, you can look through the pictures and see. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll look at the pictures, and if it's a sale I want to go to, I'll start to focus in on a picture. And if I see something that I can determine what it is, I can search for that on eBay to see what the current selling value of that is. And then I'll kind of have an idea before I go of what I want to grab. So like, there's people that collect that kind of china. That pottery is probably valuable. It's just not stuff I collect. Some vintage, look at that, a double cassette deck player. Probably not valuable in today's world, but there's people that actually collect that kind of crap. I don't know why. Lots of little furniture pieces. You can see there's some clothes in their closet here, but nothing too spectacular. The garage has some stuff in it. It looks like it's been picked through too, so I'm guessing that this one's probably just the leftover stuff that someone's left. So again, you know, that one might be one I would go look at, but there's an apartment. I'm going to show you the one that I think I will go hit. So not this weekend, but the weekend after this, there's a good one here in Boynton Beach, and it's a 2-day sale. And this one says, let's see, you can only get here by appointment only, so you would have to call this person and get your name on a list. It's probably because most of these homes are gated and there's security guards, so you have to have a reason to go in. They don't just let you drive in to drive around. So all the furnishings, well-maintained vintage antique pieces, all the kitchen items, clothing, beautiful decor, artwork everywhere. So looking at these pictures, I can tell you my thoughts are the person's probably passed away, because you can see the closet's packed. You know, people that are moving usually take some clothes with them, so you'll see a lot of empty hangers and a lot of space in the closet, but this one looks packed full. This looks like a lady's closet, so it's probably somebody's grandmother that passed away is my guess. I can't really tell the brands, the names, but there's a lot of stuff in that closet. So, you know, look, all her shoes, and she, you know, they don't look like anything too special by the pictures, but the thing is, when you go to someone's closet, you know, I don't like to really waste my time with used shoes, because, you know, they're used, and shoes are just, you know, feet creep me out, I'm not gonna lie. But you can sometimes find in these boxes, like, people will get clothes brand new and then they never wear them. Those things you can actually sell pretty easy because it's still new. So there's probably somebody out there that says, oh, I loved those shoes, I had a pair of those shoes, you know, and they'll look for those on eBay, and if they find a brand new in the box pair, you can get a pretty good dollar for them. So this looks like jewelry supplies. She had a lot of hats. They look kind of dusty and mildewy, so they've probably been in that closet for years and years. You know, she's got cabinets packed full of probably her short sleeve Florida wear. So there's a lot of clothes in there. It doesn't, you can't really tell what brands or anything, if it's valuable or not. But, you know, so this person had some art on their walls, you know, some cute decor, you know, a lot of stuff in boxes. So I'm probably going to go to this particular sale because it looks like it's full of stuff. That's a pretty cool nightstand with a nice Tiffany glass lamp. You know, so they've got some books. And again, you know, my thing with books is people hide money in books. So I like looking at the books, and you can just look at the top of the books, and if you see where the pages might be separated, like there's something in between, it's probably a bookmark, but that bookmark might be $100 bill. You know, so I've found that before. That's just fun. So, you know, there's just, this one's got some cool stuff, so I'll probably hit this one up. Maybe I'll take the GoPro if I can get something to attach it with and let you come along with me as I go through the house and see what I can find. Oh, I know. Yeah, so this one, there's things you can look for to determine the profitability of the items in a person's home. So this picture here, do you see this picture? Mont Blanc. So if you're not familiar with Mont Blanc, these pens, I'm going to say rich people, but I don't buy them. These pens, if I'm going to show you the website for Mont Blanc pens, these pens are usually made with gold, and they have this is their pattern, this is their design, this is what they look like. But these are like a status symbol ballpoint pen. These things sell new. You can go to the Mont Blanc website if you're not familiar with these. In fact, I've got it up here, I'll show you. These pens sell new for as low as $240 per pen, up to over $1,000, right? Who pays $1,000 for a ballpoint pen? I can get a pack of Bic pens for 99 cents and get a dozen, right? $1,000 for a ballpoint pen. So, there's different styles and different models of these pens, but 800. I've found a couple before, and I've sold them for a couple $100. So they're, people will buy these all across the world. So it looks like there's one, two, looks like there might be two Mont Blanc pens there. Now, I'm guarantee you other people have seen this and they're going, ooh, that's money right there. Because you kind of hope the estate sale people don't realize it's a Mont, but it's got the box, so they obviously know it's Mont Blanc. But sometimes if you find that pen just in a, like I keep this thing of pens on my desk, right? So maybe someone, at an estate sale's got a Mont Blanc pen stuck in there, and the estate sale people aren't going to go through the pens, right? So you come in first, go to the desk, you find 2 or 3 of those suckers stuck in there with the Bics. Score! Score! Yeah. So, what else do they have that they paid too much money for, right? So there's probably other goodies hidden away in this house too that people that are selling it just, they don't have time to go through everything. So that's where you can go in and find the things that are, worth some good money, pay very little for it, turn around and flip it on eBay and make some decent chunk of money. So anyway, guys, estatesales.net, that's what I use.